Okay, that was a lot of intros. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. The gang's all here. Let's get to some actual question and answers. And I do want to let you know, media in attendance, we are going to come to you. You know I like to come to you guys, so please stand by. I'm going to get this thing rolling, and then I'm going to come to you guys. Mr. Joshua, can I start with you first?
Yeah.
Are you listening to something? I saw you putting the volume down. I caught you red-handed. What are we listening to? Something better than me, I suppose.
Oh, you know what's funny? You said the gang's all here.
Yeah.
Exactly what this time. Just something I'm talking
Come on, that's crazy. That means we're in sync. I love it.
We are in sync. How is everyone today? How's Miami?
AJ, I must say, I have consumed a lot of your content leading up to this fight. All the interviews, press conferences, the video blog on your YouTube channel. You come across to me as someone in a zen-like state. The way you're interacting with the people here, the way you're interacting with media, the way you are on camera is a very calm, cool, collected version of you. You even talked about being a lot more religious these days. Can you describe the feeling that you have right now, the state that you are in right now? Because I'm not going to say it's completely different than the old AJ, but there does seem something very calm and zen-like about you at this moment.
When you go through trials and tribulations and you come out on the other side, you come stronger, wiser, and you learn as you get older. I'm not the same person I was when I was 15, 25. I'm a 36-year-old man now, so I'm a lot more seasoned. And in terms of religion, we're all one under God's eyes. And I pray, you know, that everyone sees that same way that I do. And I just keep God by my side, really. And that's it. I'm in a good place. I'm in a good place. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
Good.
I appreciate it. I think I'm losing my voice, but other than that, we're doing great. Jake, you've probably consumed some of his content as well. Based on the things that he is saying leading up to this fight, his overall demeanor, do you think that he is taking you seriously? Do you think that he believes that you have a chance to beat him?
Yeah, absolutely, and rightfully so. It's smart on his part, but I believe he's locked in and knows that this could potentially be the biggest loss and will be the biggest loss of his career, and he has so much to lose in this fight, and that's what I plan on bringing to the table is the strategy behind this. I've got him in the corner, and I know that those nerves are going to kick in once he sees what I can do to him.
AJ, yesterday at the media availability, you did say something, and I'm paraphrasing here, so please correct me if I'm misinterpreting it. You said, if I could kill him, I'll kill him.
Yeah.
Your old foe, Tyson Fury, today called you a classless loser for saying something like that you shouldn't say that as a boxer. Could you explain to us what you meant by that, and could you please respond to Tyson's statement?
It's my job. We fight. We're licensed to kill. I'm sure many people don't understand it, but this is what my job is, and I just enjoy what I do. Whatever happens, happens. As long as my hand's raised, that's what's important, right? Respectfully. That's just the mentality we have to have as fighters. I don't know if any other fighter thinks that way. Maybe they're a bit more tamed, but the things I watch and the way my mind works, when you're in that ring, it's a dangerous place to be, and anything can happen. And you hope your opponent leaves the ring safely, but if they don't, you know, you still have to go to bed at night knowing that you just done your job. It wasn't personal.
Jake, when you heard him say that, it's caused a bit of a stir. What was your reaction?
Yeah, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, bro. Let's put on a show for the fans. Let's go to war. Men have done crazier things throughout human history. This is the modern day gladiator sport. This is what we're here to do, is fuck each other up, and I'm ready. I want his hardest punches. I want there to be no excuses when it's all said and done, and let's fucking kill each other.
Alicia, I'll ask you a question as well. You made your MVP debut back in July. Could you assess your performance for us? And could you let us know what will be different on Friday, if anything, when you go up against Layla Baudouin?
Yes, so as mentioned before, I gave myself a solid B in my last performance. And with more time with Derek, more time with training, you know, boxing is a lifestyle to me. So I make sure that I'm always in the gym and I'm always learning. I'm never satisfied. And I am my biggest critic. So I understand what is ahead. Friday night, you will see a complete fighter. The fact that I get an extra minute, you will really see the skills that Alicia Baumgartner has.
And by the way, why was it important for you to fight the traditional championship men's rules, 12 3-minute rounds?
Absolutely. MVP stands for equality, and they gave me the option, and I took the challenge. As always, I am a competitor. I never back down. I always say yes. And again, you will see just an awesome athlete, a woman athlete, Friday night doing what she does best.
Layla, I saw the face-to-face between you guys a couple of days ago, and she was obviously very confident. She always is. Every one of you are. But she kept saying, it's not if I beat you, it's when I beat you, to your face. What did you make of her presence? What did you make of the things that she was saying to you before this fight?
I really don't mind what she says. I believe in myself. I know my worth. So whatever she says, it goes up here.
Based on what you have seen from her as of late, could you give us some insight? She's someone who obviously doesn't lose often. She doesn't even lose rounds. She's that dominant. What are the keys to beating her?
You'll see Friday night, December
Okay.
19.
I had a feeling you would say that, but I had to try. Want to take some questions from the media. I do believe there is a microphone over there. Yes? All right, you're up first.
Hi, Sarah Shepherd from The Athletic. Anthony, this one's for you. You said last night that one of the things you talk to your son about is confidence. I wondered, what are the messages that you want to pass on to him about that, and how do they maybe relate to what you've been through in your own career?
Hi, Sarah. Confidence. Some people have it naturally. Some people are taught confidence. It's good to be confident when you back it up with hard work as well. And at a young age, I just installed that in him. And what legacy do I want to leave for my son? I think mainly the importance of prayer. I think if I can leave that with him, he will always know how to talk to me in the future, because I'm not going to be here forever. So that's probably one of the things I'd love to leave him, to understand the importance of prayer. Thank you.
Can I ask you a follow-up?
Yes.
I remember before the Francis Ngannou fight, you didn't make this into a boxing versus MMA thing. You said, I'm going out there to fight this man, and it's just about me and my journey. I'm not doing it for the sport. But I did notice yesterday you said you're kind of carrying boxing on your shoulders here. You are going to do this for boxing. You did say it, and I felt like it was a little bit different. Why is the mindset different for this particular battle?
Oh, good question. I don't know, but I remember with Ngannou, he beat up Tyson Fury over 10 rounds, and somehow Tyson Fury got the decision. But I think Ngannou won. And I was then called in to fight Ngannou. And I knew there was a lot riding on it. And with this one, in terms of putting boxing on my back, it just seems like I'm being called in to, I don't know, save the pugilists, the purists of boxing and so on. People don't like the fact that I'm fighting Jake. Whether that concerns me or not is another question, but if we look at the people that don't want me to be here, but they want me to put an end to Jake Paul's show, I understand it, and that's why I have to carry boxing on my back with this fight.
I'm not going to ask you about the critics this time. I learned my lesson.
What did I say about the critics?
You said stop asking about the critics. Stop
Oh,
paying
we have
attention.
to focus on more positive.
Exactly. That's why I'm not going to ask you about them. But Jake, do you view
push
it?
your confidence.
Absolutely. Do you view it this way? Do you view it as old guard versus new guard, that he's representing boxing and he's been tasked with ending the Jake Paul experience, and it's up to you to keep it going?
Not really, no. I mean, I think no one's done more for the sport of boxing in the past decade than myself. So I think if people really cared about boxing, they'd want me to win. But I see where the angle that they're coming from is that he's, the traditional boxer, has been doing it his whole life, etc. But I think that I'm more important for the sport of boxing. And so if they actually cared about the sport, they would want me to win.
A question for Anderson Silva. Anderson, boa tarde. Good to see you, my friend, again.
Good to see you, brother. How are you?
I know we don't usually like to talk about age, but your age is very significant. You are giving us all old
on,
guys
bro.
some hope. At 50 years young, you're still doing it, and you look better than ever. Give it up for the great Anderson Silva. And Anderson, you're now entering a territory alongside the likes of Larry Holmes, Jack Johnson, Bernard Hopkins, people who fought 50 plus in boxing. Why do you keep doing this? What is the motivation at this point for you?
The motivation is passion and love, and I have my big idol here in the front of me, and when I remember when I watching the Mr. Roy Jones fight in the Olympic Games, I just look it and say, whoa, one day I come champion this man, and I'm here today, to show my respect for boxing community. It's about passion. It's about love. When you doing something in your professional job, doesn't matter how you work. you have a passion, you have a love, you're doing amazing. And I'm so happy to be here.
We are happy to see you as well, my friend. I'll say a few words to Tyron Woodley. Tyron, welcome back. It's good to see you, my man. Tyron, you were welterweight champion of the UFC. He was middleweight champion of the UFC. We never thought you guys would fight in any kind of discipline. And of course, he was supposed to fight Chris Weidman. Weidman unfortunately got hurt. When you got the initial call from, I do believe, Nikisa about taking this fight, about this opportunity, what went through your mind?
You know what's crazy? I was in Joshua's neck of the woods filming a movie in London, and Nikisa hit me up and asked me what this post was about. It's a post about comeback season, and I was training, and he was like, "What's this post about?" I said, "Well, I'm training for the unsigned fight," and I was like, "You wouldn't be calling me unless there's something on the table, so what's going on?" So he said, "I'll give you a call tomorrow." So he hit me up the next day, then we linked up, and we sat down at a little lounge spot in London, and then we just kind of started negotiating over text message the deal, and I said, "I'm in." Anderson Silva has been regarded as one of the top combat sport athletes for so long, and when you look at our sport, it's a real short-term memory. You know, nobody remember all the lessons that you learn when you go out there and you stomp on a spider. I feel like for me, it's my chance to go forward, to increase my legacy, and for once, it's an opportunity for me to fight somebody that brings my value up, and that's where Anderson. That's the type of excitement that I got when the fight was requested, and it didn't take me long. I really said yes almost before we even talked about it. So it's time to get it on.
Can't wait. All right, back to the media we go. Okay, go ahead, Andreas.
Andreas Hale, ESPN. First question's for Jake. Jake, you've spent your whole career proving people wrong. This would be the ultimate proving people wrong moment. If you beat AJ, what is next after this? Where do you go from here?
Yeah, I think there's a long list of names, and there's still a lot of mega fights, and I still want to become world champion at the end of the day. So there's still a long journey ahead after this fight.
Does that mean world champion at heavyweight? Is it cruiserweight? What weight class?
I mean, most likely cruiserweight, but you know, you never know. I can't imagine myself 5 years ago thinking I would be here, sitting here today. So let's go for the heavyweight championship. Why not?
Question for AJ. Anthony, you've conquered the UK. You're a big star there, but this fighting on Netflix is different. This fight, what does this do for your career and your marketability? Forget just winning the fight, but exposing yourself to all of these subscribers and all these viewers. This is the biggest audience ever that's going to watch your fight.
You believe so? It's going to be the biggest audience.
Online, yeah.
That's going to be amazing. That's going to be amazing. Thank MVP for the great opportunity. Thank Netflix. Yeah, it's a chance for me to showcase my skills while I'm here and doing what I'm doing what I love to do. All of us that are here today, sat at every table. What an opportunity, man. That was one of the main reasons why I wanted to take the fight, because I said it was a great opportunity. I saw what this meant. It's not even my biggest payday. It's not about money. For me, it was more about the opportunity I have to showcase my skills to the world just before Christmas as well. And I thought there'll be a lot of people at home enjoying this show. And yeah, this is great boxing. We get women's boxing on here as well. Free frees for the first time. It's amazing chance for us to all showcase our skills. So we're all here to put on a great performance Friday.
Last question. I mean, the big thing is exposing yourself to American audiences, people who haven't seen you fight before. What can they expect from you if they're tuning in for the first time on Friday night?
What can they expect from me? Good ring entrance, a guy that's very well conditioned, understands the squared circle very well, understands himself very well, and is in a good place mentally and a good place physically, and just ready to go to, I wouldn't say go to war, but ready to showcase my skills, my punch selection, and my punch power. Basics. I'm looking forward to it. Also, for Jake, what do you think about the Bridgerweight title?
Yeah, I mean, it could make sense. We've thought about it, but I just think people don't respect that title.
The heavyweight.
The Bridgerweight.
A big task. No, but I mean, the heavyweight, if you want to go for that, that's a big. You gotta set
I mean,
your
yeah,
goals
look,
high.
I mean, it is a big task, but I mean, if this fight were 14 months ago or whatever, however many months ago you had the belt, then when I win, it would have been me becoming the heavyweight champion of the world. So
So you would have beat me for the belt.
And you claim you're better than Tyson, all these people. So I mean, we'll see. We'll see. It's gonna be fun to see where my skill set's at.
I got to claim that I'm better than you. That's where my focus is, and I'm going to prove that on Friday.
We shall see. All right, back to the media we go.
This is Brian Graham from The Guardian for Jake and then AJ. Anytime a disruptor comes around in any industry, there's going to be pushback and skepticism from the establishment. When people question, whether fights like this are quote unquote real, like Deontay Wilder said something, what's the simplest answer you give them?
I give them a cease and desist letter in their email for lying on my name, and then the lawsuit's coming right after because these people won't stop lying. And I honestly take it as a compliment, but people need to shut the fuck up. And Deontay Wilder, he's been hit a lot by Tyson Fury, so he's clearly not the smartest guy. But there's nothing in the contract. AJ can attest to it. We're going to war, and that's the end of the day that all my fights have been like.
Yeah, nothing in the contract. What can I say? I can't even remember what your question was, but yeah, there's nothing in the contract. And we're not worried about what opinions are, whether it's Wilder, Fury, whoever. The only thing that was in the contract that got my attention was the money. Other than that, I don't worry about nothing else.
All right, thanks, guys. Good luck.
I wanted to ask the undisputed champion, Sugar Neeks, a question or two. You have all that gold in front of you. You won those titles back in July. Could I ask, in your first title defense, how has life changed for you since becoming Australia's first undisputed champion in the 4-belt era?
To be honest, I feel like it hasn't overly changed. I'm still as hungry as ever to keep all these belts. I still train just as hard. It's just some collection to the other collections I want to collect.
Okay. Your opponent last fought in September in Montreal, a very, all-action type of fighter, likes to sit there in the pocket and just go. That's why I think this fight between the two of your styles may be the fight of the night. What do you make of her style, and what are you expecting from her come Friday?
Yeah, Amanda had a great last fight. I'm expecting her to come with all that she has. I've got something that she wants, and when you want something, you fight for it, but she's never fought anyone like me before.
Dare I say you have 4 things that she wants. Amanda, is that accurate? Do you agree with that assessment? Have you never fought someone like her before?
I've been in the game for 20 years. Everything I've been through to this moment has prepared me to execute Friday night a whole bunch of skills that Neeks hasn't seen. 20 years experience. I'm ready to execute it all. And comes Friday night, we are going to be the fight of the night. Neeks, thank you for the opportunity. MVP, Nakisa, Mike Lenardi. I'm not going to let it slip. You're going to see 20 years, an execution plan unfolded, and I'm going to walk away with the best Christmas gift ever, all 4 of those belts, and be deemed undisputed bantamweight world champion.
I like that. Great promo. Jay, can I ask you a quick question? Earlier today, Eddie Hearn spoke to IFL TV and said that the fight would be contested in a 22-by-22 ring. Is that accurate? And if so, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's accurate. Pretty standard. I think fights range from 20-foot rings to 24-foot rings. So, yeah, 22 feet, and I feel great about it.
Any issues with that, Anthony?
No.
Okay. We'll go back to the media questions. The Warlock, the one and only Gareth Davies. Hello, sir.
Thank you, Ariel. Good evening, gentlemen, ladies. Question for you, Jake. I'm here representing TalkSport and The Telegraph, Gareth A. Davis. Jake, question for you. When you lie in the shadow gleam at night in the last few weeks and you're visualizing, talk us through the sequence of how you hurt and finish Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to go into the exact game plan and give it away, but, it's boxing, boxing skill, boxing on the outside. He's obviously going to come forward, bring the pressure, be the bigger man, and it's just being slick, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
A question for the great Anderson Silva and the great Tyron Woodley. Gentlemen, great to see you on this card as well. Anderson, you've been in the ring with Jake. Tyron, you've been knocked out by Jake. You first, Tyron. Is Jake capable of beating Anthony Joshua?
That's one hell of a way to start a question, though.
Yeah, jeez, Garrett.
Shit, I
You could've
landed
just
a
said
lot
he
of
fought him.
punches too. OG
just
Triple
said he fought
O.
him.
Yeah, I had 2 bouts with Jake, and I feel like personally, I feel like I spent the most time in there with Jake, and I'm actually the only person that ever even hurt Jake. And when you look at, you asking me about their fight, because I kind of want to focus on Anderson, but I'll graze over their fight if that's what you're asking. Is that what you're asking?
I just want to know if
I
you
feel
think
like it's a good fight. I feel like it's a fight that that obviously Joshua got a ton of skill and power, and this is his home base, and this is what he started in. But Jake also has a lot of self-belief in himself with power as well, and sometimes he just got that screw loose that believe he can do it, and you know you can't knock a person with that. So at the end of the day, that's why I feel like it's a good fight. Anderson is a great opponent as well for me, and I feel like, you know, if Jake is going to step up and fight Anthony Joshua, and this is supposed to be my craft and my sport, I'm going to back down from fighting Anderson Silva. No, and a lot of guys did. A lot of guys didn't step up. A lot of guys denied the opportunity to fight him. So it was kind of a theme for me. You know, I feel like, you know what, everybody need to, you know what I mean, step up. You know, this is what we do. If somebody punched me in the alley right now, I'm swinging. I'm not going to ask you your weight, where you from. I'm not going to ask you your height, you know what I mean, your record. I'm going to fight you. And that's what you're going to see on Friday. I'm going to fight Anderson.
Anderson, obviously you are one of the greatest knockout artists of all time in combat sports, and it's brilliant you're on the card. Do you believe that Jake can beat Anthony Joshua?
Everything is possible. When you go inside the ring, everything is possible. You know, Jake working hard a lot. You know, Joshua is an amazing champ. And we'll see on Friday.
Last word for you, Anthony, because you deserve it, because you have been 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, future Hall of Famer, Olympic gold medalist. You've been brilliant for over a decade in heavyweight boxing. When you visualize what you do to him on Friday night in front of the world, how does it play out?
Good, really good, exciting on both parts. And me just being just too mentally strong, really. But just competing, really. I'm looking forward to competition. I'm looking forward to competing. I'm looking forward to having that kind of Michael Jordan energy. I watched The Last Dance on the plane out here. That guy, yeah, just put me in that zone where it's just like, yeah, you got to compete. And I'm just looking forward. I think he went and said he's the Iverson of the league. Am I wrong?
White Iverson.
The white Iverson of the league. And this is Jordan versus Iverson in boxing. I can't wait to compete, show my skill set. Yeah, man, it's going to be good.
I remember Iverson crossing up Jordan. I don't think you were born when that happened, but it was a pretty memorable moment. Anyway, just going to mention that. Jamal Harvey, nice to see you, my friend. Second pro fight. Getting an opportunity. Much was made. I'm going to stand here so I can see you. Much was made when you signed with MVP. A lot of people were wondering who you'd sign with after the Olympics. Extensive amateur career. Could you tell us why you chose MVP to be your promotional outfit?
I chose MVP. First, I want to say thank everybody for coming. I'm ready to put on an amazing performance. But I chose MVP because I just got an opportunity, first and foremost, to be around these guys and be comfortable with them. Jake coming to the Olympic Training Center, get to talk with him, saying that he was a pretty brilliant guy, marketing-wise, business-wise, and he was doing great things for the sport. Who else? I got Mike Lenardi. I've been around him since the amateurs. Felt comfortable with him. Knew he would have my best interests, and he knew a lot about the game. Then it was all going to a show. I went out to a show. I've been to plenty of pro bouts, and the way that they ran their shows, I watched the Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. Got to watch Alicia Baumgartner on that show. It just was an amazing atmosphere, and promotion-wise, they do great at promoting their fighters. I'm not a big guy social media-wise I don't always post. Like sometimes I go a month without posting. And this just was the best fit promotionally for me, getting myself marketed and being one of the top great fighters.
Kevin, you're going up against Jamal. Obviously, this is a fight that a lot of people are looking forward to. You want to give her? Yeah, I wasn't sure if she wanted it for the The weight cut situation. Yeah, you want that? Go ahead. I have some water here too, if you'd like. Would that be better? But I drank from it. You all right? Okay, yeah. I'm pretty. Anyway, Kevin, you're 5-0, 5 knockouts. What do you have to do against Jamal to keep that streak going? And I do believe there's an interpreter in the house who will help you out with that. Is there? Is there an interpreter somewhere?
Kevin, tienes un 5-0. ¿Qué piensas que necesitas hacer para ganar tu pelea mañana contra Ariel?
Bueno, gracias por la oportunidad. Gracias a Dios, gracias a MVP. Pienso que lo que tengo que hacer es pararme ahí y demostrar de que estoy hecho.
Well, thank you for the opportunity. Thank God. Thank you, MVP. I think that what I have to do is stand there and show what I can do.
Muchas gracias. Let's go to the media again.
Kel Dansby on Crowned.
Hell yeah.
My questions for Alicia and Jake. Alicia's been on an amazing card so far with MVP, but is 2026 the year we see you headline some of these cards and be the face in the front of the poster going forward?
Is that a question for me?
Yes. Is 2026 the year you start headlining these?
Absolutely. You know, everything is transition. I've been in transition period, and I'm happy to take my time. I'm happy to be patient with this game. I have a great team around me, and 2026 is the becoming of Alicia Baumgartner, and I'm all for seeing how MVP puts that together, and they're great. You know, they listen, they're very vocal, they hear my needs, and you will definitely see me main event soon.
Jake, is that already in the plans?
This is the future of women's boxing right here, so next year is going to be big.
Quick follow-up, Alicia, we've seen this with Amanda Serrano. She's not scared to move up multiple divisions to chase that big fight. Is that something you're willing to do next year as well, where I know you're undisputed champion, but all comers, no matter what weight class, you're open to fight the biggest and baddest names in the sport?
Absolutely. I came into this game as a competitor, as a challenger, as a champion. I don't dunk no smoke from nobody. And yeah, 2026, you're gonna see type of, I'm not even gonna say that. You just gonna see.
If you are unfamiliar with Caroline Dubois, you are in for a treat. She is making her MVP debut on Friday's card. She's one of the best boxers in the world, and it was big news when she signed with MVP just a couple of weeks ago. Caroline, it's great to see you here. It's great to have you on this card. Do you view this as your coming out party, your first pro fight in America, such a big stage? Is that how you are viewing this?
First and foremost, I want to say a massive thank you to Miami, to everybody here in this room with me. It's a blessing, a privilege, and I'm soaking it all in. I think every kid's dream is to fight in America. I remember growing up watching Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, Roy Jones, and all these guys, these American superstars. And when you make it in America, you make it. And having the opportunity to cross the pond so early in my career is a blessing, a privilege. And honestly, I just can't wait to go out there, perform, and have everybody knowing my name, because I know that's exactly what's going to happen.
I saw a great picture of you, AJ, with Caroline. Tell the people why she's so special. And I know you don't have to talk about her brother, just her. Just tell us why she's so good.
She comes from a good fighting stock. She comes from a great family. Her brother was heavyweight world champion. He's the last guy who beat me. Me and her brother trained together in the amateur system. And I think she's had a great upbringing, if I'm honest with you. So, and when I say great upbringing, I'm not too sure in terms of school, but I know as a fighter, she was brought up as a fighter. And this girl, this sportswoman, this fighter can definitely throw hands. So Caroline Dubois, Ricotta, wherever you are, make sure you tune in and watch this girl, because she's got some real talent.
Her opponent is ready to shock the world. Camilla, can I ask you, a lot is being made of Caroline's MVP debut. Are you sort of relishing the idea of ruining everyone's plans and ruining the party?
I'm sorry, can you repeat, please? What did you ask?
Italiano?
Sí, yeah, no, I can understand. I just don't speak very good English.
Okay, no, I understand. A lot of excitement, hype about her debut.
Yeah.
Do you like the idea of spoiling it, of ruining the plans, beating her?
Yeah, of course. I'm here for this. I'm not here for just to show up. I know the level of this fight because I know Caroline, and first of all, I want to say thank you to MVP for this great opportunity on my career. And I know her level, but I also know what I passed during my whole career. And I think I deserve to be here and show that I deserve this fight.
Bellissimo.
Thank you.
Forza Azzurri. Back to the media we go. Media.
My name is Kevin Garcia, aka the Puerto Rican Kid KG, and my question is for AJ. AJ, June 1st, 2019 was the last time you fought here in America, and at that time you had an opponent, who you were also favored against. Is it important for you, because you didn't get the outcome then, to put on a sensational performance here in America and erase that from American fight fans' minds?
Different times, good question, but it was different times. So I'm not carrying that same energy that happened then to now. This is another chance for me to expose myself and showcase my skills to the audience once again, for sure. But yeah, I'm not carrying that energy from back then up to now. That's in the past. It was a tragedy, it was a loss. But if you're in sports, it may happen. You may take some losses, but the goal is to bounce back. And I look at my life through getting in a lot of trouble when I was younger and finding boxing, to getting arrested before the Olympics and then getting allowed to be part of the Olympic team and then winning it, to then becoming heavyweight champion of the world, to then losing June 1st and then getting the opportunity to fight for the titles again 5 months later and then becoming two-time champion of the world, to losing to Dubois and now being headline at Netflix on Friday. Through tragedy, there can always be a great story. So this is my story, and this is just part of what my life is. So yeah, that energy, there's positives with the loss, and it's a great chance for me to showcase my talent and skills once again.
Thank you. I appreciate your feedback, champ. I just have a quick follow-up. You're the overwhelming favorite in this fight, both in the sports world, like the sports betting world, and of course, popular opinion. But in your own words, what's the impact of a loss for you if that were to happen?
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, falling down.
Well, I don't think it will happen, but
Boston
you asked a
Tea
question.
Party.
What was your question?
No, my question is, of course, I know you don't believe
No,
that.
wait, what you say?
Boston Tea Party 2.0, fam.
What's a Boston Tea Party?
I'm fucking them up!
What's a Boston Tea Party?
It's something that happened many years ago. There was some tea that they threw off. It's a long story. It was in Boston.
Yeah.
He's trying to say he's going to knock you out.
Oh, okay.
Champ, I guess what I'm asking is, I know you don't believe you'll lose the fight, but when you think about your legacy, in the event, God forbid, you lose this fight, what is the impact? What do you believe?
Come back again. You shake it off. It's just like, and I'll be headlining again in a year or two. It is what it is. It's just, I'm a player in the game. You take some L's, but without the L's, you wouldn't be here, innit? You take some W's, you dust it off, and then when I'm ready to hang up my gloves, I hang up my gloves, and everyone will say, yeah, you done well. You was a tough competitor. But it is what it is. I've taken L's, and I'm standing strong now. Honestly, bro, don't worry too much about all that stuff. Keep rolling the dice, keep giving your best, and that's all you can do.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for your
You
question.
have said this week, a win over Anthony Joshua isn't just the biggest win, the biggest upset in boxing history, in sports history, biggest upset in sports history. And you know what? I actually agree with you. I agree. This is on the level, don't laugh, this is on the level of USA versus USSR 1980 Olympics. Very few people are giving you a chance. Why do you feel so confident? And do you feel the same way as I do?
Yeah, 100%. This is, the Giants versus the Patriots, 2007. I mean, the list goes on, but the odds are stacked against me. There's no sporting teams in history that have gone together where it's this big of a difference in terms of skill, experience, resume, height, weight, etc. So this is going to be the biggest upset in the history of sports, and you guys get to witness it, and I get to witness it, and thank God. God is guiding me, Jesus is guiding me, and it's all in his glory in their name. So, this is just a special moment that we all get to be a part of. Amen.
Want to ask a question to Yokasta, if I can. I know that you have sparred your opponent in the past. Could you tell us how long ago that was, and what, if anything, you learned about her tendencies that you will apply to your fight on Friday?
Bueno, fue muy poco sparring que tuve con ella, entonces sé que es una guerrera, tiene las ganas de ser campeona mundial, pero la verdad que yo estoy lista y emocionada para defender mi título mundial.
Well, I know that I did some sparring with her, and I know she wants to fight me. She is a warrior. She is strong, and she wants to be world champion. But I'm here to defend myself, and well, that's it.
And for Yadira, this is your second time trying to capture that strawweight title. What lessons did you learn from your first attempt that you are going to try to apply in this fight? What wrongs are you trying to right on Friday, in other words?
I'm coming to get my belt that I've been waiting for a long time. I want to thank MVP and Jake Paul for giving me this opportunity. I'm truly excited to be here, and I can't wait to show you guys my skills. And the sparring session was just a sparring session, and I'm prepared to show you guys what my skills are.
Wanted to ask Avius a question as well. Back in June, Avius, there was a lot of hype surrounding your fight under the MVP umbrella. Obviously, it didn't go your way that night. I'm wondering what lessons you learned from that experience and if you've changed at all as a result of what happened back in June.
Yeah, well, we went back to the lab. You know, we started from the ground up and just been working on the base. And you know, that was just y'all first loss that y'all seen me witness. But I done had plenty of losses in life that I bounced back from. And Friday, y'all will see me bounce back from another.
And for Justin, how much time, how much stock, how much attention did you put into that fight? And did you see certain things about what happened back in June in Avius' fight that you're going to look to apply come Friday?
First, I just want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessing me to be on this stage, one of the biggest stages in the world. I want to thank MVP and Jake Paul for getting me and putting me on this stage as well. But, you know, I stay ready all year round, and there's plenty of things I've seen that I could just give you, but I'm just going to keep that to myself, and you guys will see coming fight night. I'll be walking out of there victorious.
I wanted to ask Kino a question. You've represented your great country of Brazil on the biggest of stages, multiple Olympic Games. You know, this is a big opportunity as well. This is a massive platform, and you just so happen to be fighting on the same card as a Brazilian legend in Anderson Silva. Could you tell us what this all means for you to be so young in your pro career and getting a shot like this?
Olá, Tino. Você está representando o grande país que é o Brasil. Você representou o país também nos Jogos Olímpicos e você tem uma grande oportunidade agora de aparecer nesta plataforma. E você está no mesmo card que o grande Anderson Silva. O que significa isto para você, sendo lutador tão novo?
Thank you. I am very happy for starting here. Tenho apenas a agradecer a MVP. Para mim é um momento muito feliz de estar iniciando em um card grandioso como esse, o maior evento do ano, iniciar junto com Anderson Silva, Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua. Para mim é a realização de um sonho e eu tenho certeza que farei um bom trabalho aqui e vou crescer junto com essa família.
I'm very happy to be here and participating in this great card, in this biggest event together with Anderson Silva, Jake, and Joshua. This is a dream come true for me, and I'm going to continue growing in this community.
Okay, I've actually been waiting to ask this question the entire night, so I hope you're all ready for this. His opponent is a man named Gift Davis, and he told me backstage there's a great reason why his name is Gift Davis. Holiday season, people love getting gifts around this time. Please tell us, enlighten us, sir.
That's the meaning of my name. My name is the air, like the air we breathe. So that's why you call me Gift.
I like it. And who gave you that name? The
I'm
nickname.
a junior, so shout out to my dad. I'm a junior. Who gave me the nickname? A woman random who just asked me what my name mean. Told me what my name mean. I came across her, and now since that day I've been Gift.
I love it. That is great. All right, back to the media for a couple more questions.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
My name is Saucy with Elite Champ TV. I have a question for you, Jake Paul. You are known for being famous. In fact, you're famous for being fearless. What is your secret to being fearless?
You know, that's a good question, Saucy. I think I just don't give a fuck.
I love that.
I don't know. I think I was just born like this.
Yeah.
Maybe my parents, but I wanted to be a Navy SEAL and just go kill people and shit. So I don't know. I think I'm fucked up in the head maybe a little bit too.
Anthony, do you think that Jake Paul's fearlessness creates a challenge for you?
Yeah, definitely. Jake Paul creates a great challenge for me. And he's got a great mindset for sure. Great family, great brother, great person. So yeah, it definitely creates a good challenge for me. But as I said earlier, competition is really good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
AJ, you called this the ultimate barbershop fight, ultimate plane fight. Everyone's talking about it. I love that description. I'm wondering, when you were in Valencia training, maybe back home a little bit here in Miami, are a lot of people coming up to you and saying, can you please knock this guy out? That seems to be the sentiment. Are they coming up to you and saying that?
Nah. They're respectful. People are respectful.
They are?
They're like
I
good
saw in
guys.
the video there were people there outside the press conference saying, end this man, end this man.
Yeah, you do hear it, but remember, we don't focus on
That's
the
true.
negative.
No, that's just a sentiment that I feel like people
we
are saying to you.
They're just saying, good luck, do your best. You know, that's a great fight. I heard people say like, I'm not really into boxing, but I'm watching this fight. But no one's really coming up to me saying anything about Jake or they want me to knock him out. Just positive vibes.
Okay. Jake, could I ask you, earlier this week there was a big announcement that he has plans to fight Tyson Fury. Finally, it's going to happen in 2026, all this stuff and more. When you read that, how do you process it? Because if you do what you say you're going to do to him on Friday, that fight might go up in smoke.
Yeah, it's going to, but I mean, I have plans. I want Terrence Crawford, Canelo. We're always looking into the future as well as Anthony. So that's what a good businessman and fighter does. But I'm putting a stint in his plans for sure, 100%. And you're gonna see maybe me versus Tyson Fury. Forget about Tommy. We'll just move on to the big bro.
Alexander Usyk wants to fight you in MMA. What do you make of that?
Yeah, man, I'm ready. I'm down. Let's run it. I love fighting. I love challenging myself. And I want to do MMA at some point and just do the unexpected once again and be a disruptor and do things that people haven't done before.
Maybe you beat him on Friday, you fight him in boxing first.
Yeah, man. Look, shit, dude. I'm getting old and shit, so I don't know how much time I got left.
Come on,
bro.
Jake, stop.
I'm getting
Stop.
old.
Stop. No.
I'm about to be 29, bro. Like, you guys are old as fuck, all of you up here. So
yeah.
But I'm getting old too. So we'll see what happens, bro. I might just go on my ranch and just milk some cows for the rest of my life, to be honest.
All right. Any more media questions, sir?
Hello, this is Elias Blanco with the Split Decision Boxing. My question is for Jamal Harvey. Jamal, pro debut, you got a first round stoppage back in August, and now in your second fight, you are kicking off the main card on Netflix. How does it feel that Jake Paul and Nikisa Badarian have entrusted you to kick off the main card?
It's an honor, like a dream come true. I'm sitting up here with all these champions, sitting around all this great talent, just my second pro fight, and being able to showcase my talent on Netflix to the world. Second, like you said, second pro fight, not a lot of people get this opportunity. And I'm not going to take this opportunity for granted. I've been training, I've been ready since back in November, and I just got more time to prepare. So now y'all just going to see like a extra ferocious beast in the ring. Like, it's going to be action-packed, and I'm going to put on a great show, and I'm going to get them up out of there.
Last question is for Alicia Baumgardner and Caroline Dubois. You two have traded words in the past, especially recently with Caroline signing with MVP. Now that you guys are, face to face with each other, is that a fight that you guys can make in the near future?
At this point in my career, I am focused on this lady over here, Layla. She came from Canada. She's ready to get in the ring with me, and I'm so focused on this win just to showcase again who the face of women's boxing is. So tune in this Friday.
Honestly, I feel like me and Alicia Baumgartner, I think we're a great fight that can happen. Most definitely. I think like as you say, you need a great dance partner. And I feel like for women's boxing, me versus Alicia Baumgartner is one of the best fights for women's boxing.
100%.
100%. And I feel like, the man to make it happen is, Jake Paul, MVP, Nikisa Baderi, and I hope they see the value in that fight. I'm hearing a lot of talk about Alicia being the face of women's boxing and the best woman boxer, and I disagree with that 100%. I think it's awesome that we're both on the same card, and you will be able to make up your own mind about who is the best.
That's true. I mean, baby, I'm the co-main event for a reason. So listen,
Listen,
one thing,
listen.
listen.
I got put in this
One
card
thing about little puppy. One thing about a
2
puppy.
weeks ago.
Hey,
I got
listen.
put in this card
One
2
thing
weeks
about a
ago.
puppy. One thing about a puppy, you gotta train them, baby, and you gotta take your time with them puppies.
Okay.
So take your time. Be
Okay.
patient. Yeah.
Do it.
Let the big dog do what the big dog do, baby. Eat.
Okay.
All right.
I'm here.
All right. Yeah, you in the U.S.
Family
Feud. Listen, you in the U.S. Listen, you in the USA, baby. Listen, you in the USA. This ain't the UK, baby. This the USA, baby. We gonna welcome you real good here in Miami. So, yeah, let's have a good time Friday night. Welcome to the team,
We're gonna
baby.
see. We're gonna see. Listen.
Welcome to
we're
the
both
team.
on the same card, and you guys can make up your mind.
Welcome to the team, baby.
I love it. A little planting of seeds. All right. One last thing I wanted to do before we face everyone off. I love doing this, and please don't hate me as I ask you guys this. I want to go down the line and get everyone's prediction for the main event from all the fighters. We're actually going to start with this, so you can't run away. AJ or Jake?
Jake.
Anderson? AJ or Jake? You've never ducked the hard question. Come on. 3, 2.
I don't know.
1-0 for Jake.
Hey, you guys aren't gonna hurt my feelings. I want the real answer.
Listen, I got
Bring
Jake.
out the juice.
Jake's got it. So it's 3-0
always
for
go
Jake
home
on this
team,
side.
man.
We got 3-1 obviously for AJ. Layla, I think I heard your pick.
AJ.
AJ, 3-2 if my math is correct. Tyrant, oh, this is a good one.
I got no horses in the race.
You're abstaining too?
I'm abstaining.
What about you, AJ or Jake?
No entiendo.
Anthony?
Anthony.
Anthony, oh, so we're tied. I'm coming down here, so you can't duck the question. AJ or Jake?
Everybody got a boxer's chance.
What is that? That's sitting on the fence.
I'm sitting on the fence.
Sitting on the fence, 3-3.
Sitting on the fence, man.
Sitting on the fence, what is you guys are scared? Sitting on the fence? I think we know what the answer is when you're sitting on the fence.
That's a big duck from there.
What's that? Draw. All right. AJ or Jake?
Jake.
Jake, 4-3 Jake.
All right, Ariel, bring that drink back.
You're on the fence too?
Bring that drink back.
Who do you think?
The people.
I'm gonna say AJ. I think.
Yeah, that's good.
AJ.
Oh, 4-4.
Jake.
5-4 Jake.
Home team, Jake.
6-4 Jake.
Jake.
Jake, 7-4.
Let's go.
Stop the count. Stop the count. That was fun.
$100.
All right. Ticketmaster.com is where you can get your tickets as cheap as $50. Netflix, the biggest damn streaming platform on the planet. 300 million plus subscribers, live and exclusively on Netflix from the Kaseya Center right here in Miami. We're going to bring up Nikisa Badarian, CEO and co-founder of MVP, and face every single one of these offs. Make them noise for them, show them some love. But first, take a look at this.